This next segment, we're going to teach you how to play chess. The basic moves for chess, and a couple opening moves as well. Let's take it to our chessboard. All right. First guy that we have, first soldier, is this pawn, first piece rather. The pawn in the beginning sits in a row with his 7 other companions as a defense for these more important pieces in the back, which we'll explain later. The pawn in the beginning can either move 1 space forward, like so, or he can move 2 spaces like that, but only in the beginning. Once he has moved his 2, he can only move singly like that. Pawns are good for defense because they offer a wall, they offer protection, but sometimes they get in the way, which is why pieces like the knight, this piece, or the queen, or the bishops are important towards the end of the game. They can get out of the wall of the pawns very quickly and start attacking the enemy. All right, next piece we're going to talk about is the rook. The rook can move any direction, horizontally or vertically, any number of spaces, until he either runs into a piece or takes a piece like that. The rook, when used in strategy, is good to have in the back because he provides a line of defense for that last row of pieces right here. Next we have the knight. The knight is a weird piece. He moves in an L shape, so he goes 1, 2, and then 1 over like that. In any direction, in any combination, as long as it's an L. L stands for laser closet. The knight is good because when he checks, this would be a check right here, and say these pieces were not here, the king either has to move or the knight has to be defeated. So if the king were in check right here, that would be a checkmate unless this knight can take him like that. Next piece we have is the bishop. The bishop moves on his corresponding color. So this one is my white bishop. This is my black bishop. The bishops move in diagonal forms like this. Once again, they can move unrestricted until they reach an obstacle or an enemy. Bishops are good in the beginning to corner the king. Put him in check right away and get some other pieces out so that they can be destroyed. Next piece we have is the queen. A lot of players consider her the most important piece. She can move in any direction she wants, on any color, unrestricted, any number of spots, as long as there's not an enemy or until she takes an enemy. She's a very powerful piece, but I think many players have a tendency to put too much importance on the queen, and they forget about the main objective, which is to capture this king, this guy right here. All right, now for some opening moves of chess. Beginning, the most traditional move is to get this pawn in front of the king out 2 spaces so as in order to free up these bishops and this queen. Now there's such a move called the 4 mover, which uses this combination of bishop and queen that will defeat your opponent in 4 moves if he moves in a correct pattern. When I was in India, a little 14-year-old boy named Kosi defeated me in 4 moves. Another favorite opening move is to have this knight move forward and get him out along with the pawn rather. And so this knight can provide cover against a queen if she moves out at all. Such as right there, or even right there. Knights are good as defensive pieces because they have a long range. And an odd one, too. They can wrap around pieces and jump over pieces. My partner, Alec Gruba, does not know how to play chess. When I first heard this, I didn't believe it, because I thought everyone knew how to play chess. But I guess there are some people out in the world who do not know how to play chess. For instance, when I was in India, I was with the Army ROTC cadet. He is going to be a future officer, and yet he does not know how to play chess. But that's what you get from the Army. So I'm Grant Schaefer, this is Priority, and this was a segment on how to play chess and the chess moves for each piece. I hope you learned something. Enjoy the next segment.